Good evening, students. Am I
Namaste,
audible?
sir. Yes, sir.
So only four students have joined till now. Can we wait for another 2 to 3 minutes?
Yes, sir. Actually,
So,
unknown. That's why children are coming.
so we will start exactly at 6:12. Okay. So another 3 to 4 minutes. Let's wait.
Sir,
Yes, we will start.
sir, can I ask you something? Sir,
Yes, yes, yes.
are you from IGNOU Center?
Yes, yes. Again.
Means, are you from UC Bhubaneswar?
Yes, 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 yes.
Actually, why I want to inquiry for exam form fill up that Bhubaneswar Study Center 2100 is not there. But every time we are given exam there. But
So in that study center, you can submit your assignment and you can appear examination.
I'm dealing examination. Assignment to we are given. But I ring up, nobody is pick up my phone. That is a problem. If classroom, that's why I want to inquiry. Mm.
Oh,
Sir,
yes, 2100 study center is there.
2100 is not there, sir. Today also open. Rajani College, BJP College, all are coming, but 2100 is not coming.
Yeah, that means that particular program is not allotted or not there in that study center.
But before 3 semester, we are given there in the studies 2100.
For to appear the examination.
Yes, yes, I'm telling.
Okay, examination. So maybe
2025, 2025 June exam, TE exam. Already form.
yes, maybe this time they are not have that examination center in Bhubaneswar. Maybe,
No,
but
I called Prabha sir. Prabha sir
I
told
will. I
you
will.
just wait. Hi.
Professor,
Please, you will
what is?
inquire.
Uh-huh.
You will inquiry and we will tell us.
So you just put a mail to the study center Bhubaneswar 2100 IGNOU SC 2100 at the rate gmail.com. Eh,
Okay, sir.
so you will get the reply from that study center.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So let's wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Else we will start with the block two of MEV-19 paper. Okay.
Sir, one more thing. You just give your phone number and send to us PDF in our group. I will add it. Smriti Rekha madam will add you. Then we need PDF.
Oh, means in you are creating a created a WhatsApp group.
Already we have one group.
Okay, okay, you may. Okay, I will share my WhatsApp number today. You will add. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
So good evening, students.
Hello,
On
sir.
behalf,
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Namaskar, Susmita Pal.
Yes, sir.
So
Evening, sir.
Chinmay Patra, yes. Good evening.
Sir, yesterday ବି ଆପଣ କ୍ଲାସ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ନା? ତ
Class ହେଇଥିଲା yesterday.
ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ରିଜିଓନାଲ ସେଣ୍ଟରରେ ଥିଲି ଆଉ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିପାରିନି ସାର୍। ଯଦି ଭିତରେ ଟାଇମ୍ ହେବ କେତେବେଳେ ଟିକେ ସାର୍ ସର୍ଟରେ ସେଟା ରିପିଟ୍ କରିଦେବେ।
Okay. Don't worry because all these blocks in this course, that is MEV-19, are interrelated. Okay.
Oh,
So
yes,
we
sir.
have to discuss the previous sections to move forward.
Okay,
So
sir.
that
Thank
is
you.
not a concern, and this is a very general part of your program MSc Environmental Science, because this is related to your research methodology.
Yes, sir.
So now before we start today's session, we have some new students. I think Susmita Pal, you are the new student for today's class. Please introduce
Yes,
yourself
sir.
and
But
what is.
I have attended your MEV-16 class in that previous semester.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Susmita Pal, please introduce yourself and mention your BSc honors subject.
No, sir, I have no honors, and my BSc was in the year 2001. In between,
Okay,
there
okay,
is a big gap. I am suffering from accident and in service now.
okay.
It is the time to study.
So, where are you belongs to?
Raurkela, sir.
Acha, okay, very good. So, we will talk later. Then, the
Yes,
next
sir.
student is Chinmay Patra.
You say,
Please introduce yourself with your BSc subject.
sir, I'm Chinmay Patra from Baleswar. I'm in service assistant teacher, CBJ in Anchalika Government High School, Baleswar, and I have honors geology. I've completed graduation in 2005, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So more or less, we are all belongs to different branches of science and technology both. And I think Ajit Kumar Mohanty was there in yesterday's class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Prabodh Kumar Sahu.
ସାର୍ ନମସ୍କାର।
ନମସ୍କାର। ଆପଣ ବୋଧେ କାଲି ଥିଲେ କ୍ଲାସରେ?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ କାଲି ମୁଁ ନଥିଲି ସାର୍, କାଲି ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ଥିଲା ତ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଓକେ। ସୋ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ ଦେବେ, ଆଉ ବିଏସସି ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସବଜେକ୍ଟ କଣ ଥିଲା କହିବେ?
ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ତ ଆସିଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଟିଚର ଅଛି ଗଞ୍ଜାମରେ କବି ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟନଗରରେ। ମୋର ବିଏସସି ହଉଛି ବାଙ୍କି କଲେଜ,
ଓକେ।
ଆଉ ଆମ ଘର ହଉଛି କଟକ ବୈଦେଶ୍ୱର।
କଟକ ବୈଦ୍ୟେଶ୍ଵର ଗଲେ ବାଙ୍କି ଆଡେ, ଯୋଉଟା
ବାଙ୍କି ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ନୟାଗଡ଼ ରାସ୍ତାରେ। ହୁଁ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ହଉ। Okay, so we will have let's have our session for today's class. So on behalf of IGNO Regional Center Bhubaneswar, I welcome you all to this online forum. And as mentioned earlier, we yesterday we have gone through the block one of your course MEV-19 of MSc Environmental Science program, and today we will move forward to the block 2. So uh, just wait. Yesterday we have discussed in general what is research methodology, and how to formulate a research topic, how to plan for a research work, and in what way we can review the literature, that is known as a literature review. And for that part, we have demonstrated one website, that is Google Scholar, from where we can download some research articles, research papers, some book chapters related to our topic of concern. Then in the next part, it is about collection of data. That is a very important part of any research work. That is to target a study area, and on the basis of your topic of concern, you are collecting the specified data from your studies area, and after that your collected data is analyzed, or it is interpreted to establish the objective of your research work. And if your objectives are fulfilled, or where it is satisfied with the data collected, then you have some outcomes or some conclusions. So in between, there in your course MSc Environmental Science, in the in your fourth semester, you have a paper that is project work. And for that project work, which paper code is MEVP 11, for that paper, uh, there are two steps. The step one is to submit a project proposal, which is also known as synopsis. So your project work should be carried out under an expert who is called here as supervisor. So under one supervisor, you are allowed to pursue your research work. Before that, you have to submit one project proposal in the regional center Bhubaneswar, and that proposal should contain your topic, followed by your objective of your study, your studies area, what is the research methodology you have adopted, what are the different mathematical formulations you will apply for your project work, and how you are collecting your primary data and secondary data. After that, your data analysis and data interpretation, that is very important. The data is analyzed or interpreted through various methods, like any comparison with standard values, or by plotting any chart or any plot. So in that way, you should justify that your data collected is solving your project proposed. That is your objective of your project. So yeah, in yesterday's class, we in generally we have discussed about what is research methodology, what are the different type of research, that is descriptive, analytical, quantitative, qualitative research. Then what are the mathematical statistics, like what is precision, what is accuracy, what is mean, median, mode, what is standard deviation and variance. All these are some mathematical statistics or mathematical formulations which are used to interpret, to analyze our data with the standard value that is already provided by the reputed organization of national or international repute. So if we go for a simple research work, we are going for a research work or project work that is related to simple air pollution. So air pollution in this area, let us air pollution in Bhubaneswar. So Bhubaneswar is a large scale. We have to target one small area within Bhubaneswar. Let us, that small area is Mancheswar. So my topic name is analysis of air pollutants in Mancheswar area of Bhubaneswar, because Bhubaneswar is a large scale. So it is not possible for a researcher or a scholar to collect data or collect the air samples from this vast area or vast dimension of Bhubaneswar. So that's why your your aim of your research work should be specific. That is very important. and your study area should be friendly, that is user friendly. That means you have that flexibility, you should have that accessibility to go to that place to collect the sample. It should not be difficult for you. Let us one student is there, who is belongs to Baleswar, and he or she consult his supervisor and told him that, sir, I will do a project work in Bhubaneswar. So how far it is feasible? One student reside at Baleshwar, and he is interested to do his research work at Bhubaneswar. This is not feasible. This, if this is feasible, this may be very difficult. A student is traveled from Baleswar to Bhubaneswar repeatedly, because research work is not one night work, that you just come and do your research work and go to home. Not like that. You will visit your study area multiple times. So before selecting a topic, you should have the flexibility and the accessibility to your study area. This is very important. And your study purpose or your purpose of your project work should be specific, should be feasible. That means if you are thinking of something that is beyond of your scope, beyond of your limit, then your project work cannot be completed. So that should be there in a researcher or in a scholar's mind. And before setting a topic for your project work, you should have a sound knowledge of your literature review, that is known as review of literature or literature review. So just I am sharing my screen with you. Just wait. I think my screen is shared, students.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So let us, our research work is yesterday also I have gone through I have demonstrated an example, that is air pollution. So for literature review, the very easiest way is to download some paper from Google Scholar website. So just go to the Google Scholar homepage. Then after that, you just write here what is your topic, or you also can search the keyword of your topic. Let us, my topic is
Air
solid.
pollution.
So let's change solid waste management. Let us
Okay.
just see here various research papers, research articles which are already published in different national international journal are listed one by one here. And I recommend you, where there is PDF is written, just click there and download that paper. Just see here, this paper is now, it can be download from here. Just download 8 to 10 papers from this website and go through that paper, that what are the research work this paper have done. And it is recommended to note down the research methodology part, the mm, uh, research methodology part, the data analysis part, the result. This here research methodology part is there. So what methodology this work has adopted, and these are the data they are collecting, and these are the result and discussion, that is data analysis and data interpretation. So after that, so these are all the data interpretation. So after that, they have they have some remedies, like what are the treatment procedure they are recommended. And after that, what is the final disposal, how solid waste can be disposed, how the recycling of solid waste can be done. These are some figures are there, and after that we have the conclusion part. So to formulate a research work, to design a research work, it should be in a scientifically it is formulated, which is called as the research methodology. So in this way, you just download 8 to 10 papers from this website and read out all the papers and what are the note down what are the research methodology they have adopted, what type of data they have collected, how they are analyzed or interpreted their data, and what is their result and discussion, followed by the conclusion part. So in this way, the literature review part is carried out. So everyone in this class are recommended to use Google Scholar and type your keyword of your topic. Then just put a search here, and you will get various research articles related to your topic. And in Google Scholar, this is my profile, students. Just see here. So this is my profile, and in my publication, I have published 4 research articles, and sorry, it is not 4, it is actually 5. So 5 research articles with some book chapters. Okay, so this is one book chapter, that is green synthesis of metal nanoparticles and its antibacterial study. It was published in 2023, and the publisher is Elsevier. It is one of the reputed publisher of the world. So in this way, in future you will also publish papers. And just see here, there is a graph here. Why I am showing this part of my research work with you, because just see here, this is a plot or a graph, and here some words are written: citation, H index, I10 index. Citation is 41, H index is 2, I index is 1. So what are these words are meant for? What are the meaning of this word? Yesterday I have shown you down journal which is named as the Nature. Yesterday I have demonstrated you or uh, discussed the journal which is a very renowned journal of the world, that is Nature. So it is a British weekly scientific journal in which exceptional scientific work are published. And here one thing is written here, that impact factor is 50.5. And yesterday I have already discussed, this impact factor is calculated. This impact factor is calculated by using this number of citation. That means if in 2024 Nature journal has published, let us, 100 papers, and out of these 100 papers, number of citation is, let us, 1000. Then on the basis of number of paper published and number of citation, your impact factor is calculated. Okay, so one thing, one student may ask, sir, what is citation? What is the word citation means? Just see here, this is the number of citation to all publications. The second column has the recent version of this metric, which is the number of new citation in the last 5 years to all publication. Citation means if anyone in this world is carried out some project, some research work, and his or her research work is related to my research work, then he or she may cite my paper. Sorry, someone is unmuted, I think. Please, Puspa Priya, please mute. Okay, okay, okay. So am I audible, students? And is it understandable what I
Yes,
am
yes,
trying
sir.
to
Yes,
Yes, sir.
communicate?
yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Okay, okay. I am just simplifying all these things. Actually, these are very complicated things. So just try to
So,
understand.
sorry, again, repeat what is citations. If anyone in this world is carried out some
No,
research
no.
work, and
This is
if this work is
yes, yes, yes. I am asking, what is citation? Citation means, let us. I have published this paper. Okay, and anyone in this world is trying or is pursuing his or her project work related to my published topic, then he or she may go through my paper, and if he or she is think that I have collected this information from this published paper, then then in his research report he will put my paper in his reference. That reference number one, Prakash Kumar Sahu, topic name this, journal name this, and that is Journal of Molecular Structure, volume 1251, page number 132039. So this in this paper I have found some relevant to my research work. If if someone in this world is doing this thing by citing your paper, then your citation will be one. So similarly, till now, whatever I have published in my research work, the number of citation is 41. That means in my first paper, 39 people are cited. That means 39 people are given the reference of my paper in their project work. And in my second paper in 2022, two people from this world are cited my paper in their project work. That means 39 plus 2, it becomes 41. And my remaining papers we have published in 2025, 23, 21, and so on. These papers are not cited by anyone in this world. So, on the basis of citation, your impact factor is calculated. So this is citation of an individual, and I am telling you the citation of the journal. That means in that journal, how many papers for in a particular year are published, and what are the total number of citations. On the basis of that, the impact factor is calculated, and where the impact factor is more, that means that journal is preferred by the researcher or the scholar from all over the world. So similarly, just think the impact factor of the best journal in India. The impact factor of best journal in India is 0.5. If you publish a paper in India's best journal, then your impact factor is 0.5. Just think the Nature journal, its international impact factor is 50.5, where our standard is 0.5. So just think what are the comparison of research among our researcher, scholar, or scientist with respect to the international level. That means the guy who is doing research in Harvard University, in Cambridge University, in some reputed university of the world, in USA, in UK, in China, then their research work quality and our national research work quality is hell and heaven difference.
Sir,
So yes,
sorry sir to interrupt you, sir.
yes, 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 yes.
I have two questions. Sir, one first question is like how this data is getting recorded? Because sir, if I am doing some research paper and I have cited your paper, so it is at the sole
Just
discretion
see here.
of the guy
Okay,
who
just
is
just 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 see here. I am just uh, mm, just open one mail. Just wait. Just wait. Yes, this one. Just see here. I have received this mail on February 9. It is Sunday at 3:24 a.m. That is early morning, and it is the subject is one new citation to your article, and it was sent by Google Scholar Alert. Just see here.
Okay, so that means someone tries to download it or try to read that one, so it is one citation,
No,
right?
no, no, no. Someone is downloaded. They read your article and they have cited your article in their project report. Then they are also referring your published paper in their reference, and after that they are communicating their report to any journal. If their journal is accepted their project, sorry, that research article, then you have got the citation.
Okay, so
So
for that,
after acceptance of their research paper in that journal.
okay, sir, for that they need your approval, means
No,
whose
no, no,
paper
for
has.
citation nothing is required. And
Okay,
if you are copy some part of my research work into your research work, then you are allowed. Let us, I have copied this line and I put this line to my research work. Then I just in bracket I have just I should written that cited from Prakash Kumar Sahu, this topic name with journal name. That means it is authentic now. If you are not citing the name of that author or that publisher, then it will be plagiarized. Then it is treated as non-ethic.
okay, sir, understood.
Okay. So like
Thank
this,
you.
Yes, sir.
if you are bringing something from any other source, you should cite that particular part with author name, topic name, as well as the journal name. And automatically Google Scholar will send you a mail that is your article is cited by someone, and that someone also it is also written here that someone is there. See here, structure bonding aspect of spectroscopic parameter of Morin, myricetin, and quercetin with copper zinc complex DFT and TDFT exploration. And this DFT and TDFT, this is just a part of my research paper, this paper. Okay, so like this, your citation number may increase one by one if anyone is cited your paper in their project, in their research work, and after the acceptance of their research paper in any particular reputed journal, then your citation number will increase. And on the basis of the citation number, the impact factor is calculated. Everything is clear now, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that,
Okay,
sir, there
yes.
is one type of review literature, no? We have to review some literature and according to cited.
No, no. You just review the literature and note down it on a copy.
Okay.
That paper name this I have read out these things, and paper number 2 I have read out these things. Then after that, in your final report writing, you just put a research review of literature part, that I have
Okay.
gone through this paper, and that paper is the conclusion is this one, that paper has adopted the research, this type of research methodology. So like this, these things are written. Just wait, and just let us I have my student, let us Sonosmita. Just see here, in Sonosmita, his her project is on the function of microbes in the treatment of sewage and domestic wastewater, a case study of Manchester area, Bhubaneswar, India, Odisha. So In this project work, she just review the literature like this. Okay, so in this review of literature part, she has written that according to Madoni et al. Et al. Means others. In paper writing, it is written like this. Madoni is the first author. With him, some other authors are there. So it is not recommended to write all the authors' name. So it is written like this: Madoni et al. Et al. Means Madoni and others. In 1995, microbial communities such as bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and archaea are central to be the biological treatment process, and so on. So, like this, your review of literature part is written. So, this segment was noted by Wagner and other in 2002. This segment was written by Ekelbaum in 2000. So, like this, you just download the different PDFs from the Google Scholar website, and you should gone through all the papers, note down the important paragraphs or important things they are uh, important things that are related to your topic. Then, accordingly, you just write your review of literature part. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So after that, so I will demonstrate you the project proposal as well as project report in the last day of our of our class. So this is the second day, third day, and fourth day. So I think the 2nd or 3rd April, yeah, I will demonstrate you how to write a project proposal, how to write a project report. After that, we will discuss different component of project proposal as well as project report. Okay, so this is the block 2, which is the discussion part for today's class, that is related to collection of data. As we already discussed in yesterday as well as today's class, that data collection is an important part of any research work, and the collection of data depends on the type of research you are carrying out. If you are going for a survey work, your data should be a survey work data, that is mm, uh, that is merely your questionnaire, some interviews, personal interview, group interview, indirect interview, telephonic interview. All these are different ways to collect data. So if you are going for air pollutants, then what will be your data? Just collect some air samples and put that air sample in some analytical instruments and find out the different data from your collect that is analytical instrument data. So accordingly, your data again is interpreted or analyzed, and your conclusion is made. So, but in collection of data, which is one of the important part of any research, that your unit 1, sorry, that is block 2, unit 4, that is related to data collection, how the data is collected, and very important thing is data management. After collection, it is the data management. So how the data is managed after getting that data, it is compared with the standard values that are given by the state pollution control board or central pollution control board or world health organization, like this. What are the standard parameters are there, and what data I have got from my research work. Then I will compare both the datas. Then after that, I can made a conclusion that WHO or CPCB or SPCB, the standard parameters are there for drinking water, and in my drinking water the parameters are coming like this. That means these parameters are violating, or these parameters are present in excess in concentration, so this is not acceptable for drinking, like that. So there are other tools that is known as geospatial tools are there for collection of data that deals with sensing and GIS, that is geo information system or sensing. So next we have the data collection. As we know, data are primarily of two types, that is primary data and secondary data. The primary data which is collected directly from the source, that is from the study area where we are carried out our research. So if it is related to some survey work, some review work, you can say it is also a review work or taxonomy work in your botany, then you will go to a interior place where you are surveying some new plants which are not there in your literature, then that plants may be cited in your project work. And accordingly the application of that plant, that means the in the local people how they are using that plant for what use, that for as a medicine, as a as a food, or as any household work, like this their applications should be cited. So everything depends on your research topic, research methodology you have adopted, and the research design that you have formulated to carry out your research in a proper manner. Then just see here the secondary data. This is the secondary data. Secondary data means these data are already published, these data are already recorded in various forms, like in a report, like in a chapter, like in a book, or like in any notification. These data are already published. So these are public data which are very much available in different online platforms. So here an example is there that available secondary source are the census of India, where in every 10 years the counting of population is carried out. That means that data is recorded, that in 2011 what is the population of India, and after that in 2021 what is the population of India. That cannot be modified, that cannot be edited, or that cannot be manipulated. So there, so if we are citing this type of data in our research work, then that type of data is considered as the secondary data. The other institution like National Family Health Survey, if you are doing a research related to the health survey of any family, then you should or you are recommended to bring out some data, some secondary data from NFHS. Similarly, another institution is there, the district level household survey, National Sample Survey Organization, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. So these are all various institutions of our India where in different times and in different period the relevant survey work are done, and accordingly the data for that specific period is recorded for future use. So these are known as the secondary data. And also if I have cited some data from research scholar or research paper which are already published in different journal, like like this one, if someone cited my paper, then my data in my paper will be the secondary data. It is not the primary one, because this is already published, this is becomes history, this is now history. So if you are citing some data from the historical point of view or historical part which are already published or already notified, then that data is treated as the secondary data. And the primary data, it is the direct data you have collected from your sample,
that is from any population, that is from any circumstances, from any analytical instrument, from any chemical reaction, then that data are live data. That is not historical data, live data, and these are treated as the primary data. Then data collection is there. The primary data collection is gathering of data through survey, interview, or experiment. So the survey and interview, these are mainly belongs to the survey work or review work, and the experimental part, it is related to the applied science or basic science related project work. The primary data is collected while The primary data is collected while carrying out experiment in experimental research. In case of survey, simple sample survey or census survey, the primary data will be collected through observation or direct communication with respondents through an interview schedule or questionnaire. So this is very much clear now what is primary and what is secondary data. Then we have primary data collection. We have different methods. Just see here. The different methods are observation method. So this is the primary data. That means these are the live data, present data, depending upon your topic of investigation. Observation method. So in this method, what happen? In observation method, it is a process of gathering data by systematically observing the behavior of individual or a group or an event, or taking notes on various characteristics in the natural setting. So it is the observation how a process is systematically carried out by an individual, by any group, or it may be of an event. Observation can be everyone knows they are being observed, can be covert or overt. The observation method is the most commonly used, and it is especially in studying related to behavioral science. So this is known as observation method. So you just observe what is the thing that is going on in your study area, and what is your aim of your study or objective of your study, and how your objective coincide with the observation you have made in your study area. Then there are different advantages of observation method. The subjective bias will be eliminated if the observation is done accurately. It is very important. If there is some subjective bias, then your observation will if your observation is accurate, then subjective bias can be eliminated. The observation method focuses only on the present behavior of the individual or group. Very important, because as this is a live data which is recorded, that is known as the primary data. That means observation method is one of the best method to collect a data, and it is always the present behavior of the individual or the group. This method doesn't bother about past behavior or future intentions or attitudes. It doesn't complicate the present behavior with past behavior or intention. And the third advantage of observation method is it is independent of respondents' willingness to respond, and there is less demand from the respondents for their active cooperation in this method, like an interview or the questionnaire method. So these are some advantages. So what are the disadvantages of observation method? It is time consuming. This is very important. It is an expensive method, observation method. The information provided by this method is minimal. Very minimum information is collected by this method. Sometimes unforeseen factors may interfere with the observational tax. Sometimes the fact that Some peoples are rarely accessible to direct observation, creates an obstacle for this method to collect data effectively. So these are the some observation disadvantages.
Sir,
Yes.
excuse me. Sir, how this how it will come in exam, sir?
So
How this question?
in your examination, your question may come, what are the different methods of primary data collection, and write the advantages and disadvantages of each method. So it
Okay,
the
sir.
you will have 20 mark of each question.
Okay,
So
sir.
accordingly you will write.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So just try to understand these things and write in your own language. That is, I always recommend to my students. That is, nothing should be copied from any textbook or any material that you have. Just understand the what are the things, and if you understand the things well, then you can write all the things in your own language. The meaning should be remain same. That is the main focus should be there. That is, meaning remains same. Your language may be different. In your language, in my language, the language may be different, but the meaning should be same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So next is your interview method. As we know, interview method, this is one to one communication or one to many communication. Interview may be direct interview or indirect interview. ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଏଠି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛି।
Again, sir.
ଯେତେବେଳେ ମନେକର ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ପ୍ରପୋଜାଲ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପଡେ କାହା ସହିତ, ଗୋଟେ ବାହାଘର କାହା ସହିତ ଯଦି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ପ୍ରପୋଜାଲ ପଡିବ, ଜେନେରାଲି ଆମେ କଣ କରୁ ନା ସେଠି ଏଇ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ମେଥଡ ଟାକୁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆଡପ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତି, ଆମର ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟସ ମାନେ, ଆମର ଗାର୍ଡିଆନ ମାନେ, ବିକଜ ଦେ ୱିଶ ଟୁ know what are the different qualities, both negative and positive, of that candidate. And it is not possible to directly ask that candidate ଯେ ତମେ ସିଗାରେଟ ଟାଣୁଛ, ଏଇଟା ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ପଚାରି ହବନି। ସୋ ଆମେ କଣ କରିବୁ ନା ତା ବିଷୟରେ ଆମେ ଥାର୍ଡ ପାର୍ଟି ଟୁ ଆମେ କଣ କରୁ, ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ଗ୍ୟାଦର କରୁ, ଡାଟା କଲେକ୍ସନ କରୁ। ଦ୍ୟାଟ ତାର ସାଙ୍ଗର ବାପା ତାକୁ ଯାଇ ପଚାରିବୁ ଯେ ଏ ପିଲା ରାମ, ଇଏ କେମିତିଆ ପିଲା। So that is interview method, but that is indirect method. Interview but indirect. But ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ପିଲାର ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ବାପାଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ପଚାରିବା ଯେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପିଲା କଣ ସିଗାରେଟ ଟାଣୁଛି, that is the direct interview. So interview is of various types. Maybe it is direct, maybe it is indirect, maybe it is one to one, maybe it is one to many, maybe it is telephonic, maybe it is face to face. Lots of interview methods are there. Just see here. Here it is written. Interview method. It involves two or more people exchanging information through a series of question and answer. The interview should may use a structured or unstructured schedule. In other words, the interview method of collecting data involves the presentation of oral verbal stimuli and replies in terms of oral verbal response. This method can be used through personal interview. If possible, telephonic interview is also there. Okay. So ମୁଁ ଏଇ advantages disadvantages କୁ ଯାଉନି, ଏଇଟା ନିଜେ ନିଜେ ଟିକେ ପଢିଦବ। These are very much common things are there. Then this is very important, type of interview. Just here, just see, a person knows as the interviewer to ask question face to face with the other person. So this is your direct interview. Sometimes interviewee, that means which is the applicant, may also ask specific question and the interviewer respond to this, but usually the interviewer initiate the interview and collect the information. In direct personal investigation, we have indirect oral examination, we have also personal interview. So different type of interviews are there, as we have discussed. So in interview method, we have a flexible approach to questioning. is called unstructured interview. That means if your questions are not planned according to your topic, then your questions are becomes flexible. That means your questions are maybe related, maybe irrelevant, but you are acting very casually. The questions, your question of your interview should be specific, and it should be well planned. What are the different questions you will like to ask to the interviewer? That should be well planned. Then the clinical review interview concern underlying feeling or motivation or the course of individual's life experience. This is known as clinical interview. The method of eliciting information is generally left to the interviewer's discretion. In the case of non-directive interview, the interviewer function is to encourage the respondent to talk about the given topic. So just go through these things. These are very much general things. Then we have the telephonic interview. It is a method of collecting information involving contact respondents on the telephone itself. It is not widely used but play an integral part in industry, particularly in developed countries like USA. The telephonic interview method is widely used in advertising industries to know consumers' product preferences. So these are some.
Sir, interview method is easy, sir.
Now, interview method is easy, but this method cannot be applied to every research topic. That is important. If I
Yes,
am
sir.
if I am going for like water pollution, wastewater management, so how your interview methodology can be applied?
No,
It
sir.
is, so these
It
methods are
cannot be
there.
applied, sir.
Yes. So this
Yes, sir.
this the what type of research methodology you are going to apply in your project work, it is solely depends on what type of research you are doing or what is
Yes,
your
sir.
project topic.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why you should have a well concrete plan of research design, that how your topic is formulated, how your hypothesis is tested,
Yeah.
how your objectives are framed, how you will carry out your literature review. So these things should be well planned, and your design should be concrete, should be strong. That if you are started your project work, after few days you just realize that this is not working, I should go for that one. No, that is not the way a research work is carried out. Before going for a specific research work, you should have planned for at least 15 days. Just 15 days you just think that this is my work, this is the steps I will follow. Then what are the different key parts or key sections I will touch? What are the areas in water pollution, air pollution? I will visit state pollution control board. I will visit regional research lab Bhubaneswar. I will visit CPET Bhubaneswar for data characterization. I will download the World Health Organization drinking water parameters. So these things should be well planned. If your planning is best, your result will be best, and your project will be best. Everything depends on the planning you have done before your project work. That is very important. And your planning should be like what research methodology can be applicable or is applicable to your project work type. That is very important. Okay. The next number three is questionnaire method. This is question answer. This is not interview. This is question answer. You just formulate some questions based on your topic and go to the local community where your study area is there. Just go to there, and you just ask a question to the local people, and they will reply. So according to their reply, you just note down that my question is this and their answer is this. And in some cases, only yes no answers are there. Just put tick, it is yes, it is no, it is true, it is false. This is also another way of collection of data. This questionnaire method. And just go through these things, advantages and not disadvantages. I just keep these things, okay. Then in the question sequence, that is very important. If you are going for the questions questionnaire methodology, then your questions should be systematic. Just I am sharing experience with you. In 2011-12, I have qualified for a scientist post in Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So I have qualified the written test, and they called us to their BRC campus, Mumbai. So first time I visited Bombay in 2011. The campus is very large and very big, and also that campus name is Anusakti Nagar. Okay, so Bhabha Atomic Research Center. It is named after Homi Jahangir Bhabha. Then that interview or the was very interesting. I faced that interview, and that interview was, mm, I think it is around 42 minutes of interview, and unfortunately, I am not selected for that post. But that interview I just memorized, because that interview is very systematic one. In that interview, they just put four A4 size paper before me, and they gave me a pencil, and they asked me that write any five chapters of your liking in chemistry. I just write coordination
Only the
chemistry.
chapter's name, yeah, full details.
This is the beginning. This is the beginning.
Okay.
They just asked me that write any five topics of your like from chemistry. Just in pencil, on A4 size paper, I had written number one coordination chemistry, number two solid state chemistry, number three organic chemistry, number four this, number five this. I written. Then they ask, out of these five, which one is the most liking for you? I just casually replied that, sir, coordination chemistry, I have that expertise and I will answer everything. Because in student life, everything is there in my memory. So then they ask from the beginning, what do you mean by coordination chemistry? What is metal? What is a ligand? How metal ligand bonding is there? If these things are there, why not that thing? If it is possible, then why not that one? So this is the way the questionnaire should be formulated, from the base line to the top line. That means your question should be from the starting point, and it is going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 level. And if your first question is from the highest level, then your data collection is not well planned and it is not effective. That is very important. So your question setting or your questioning plan should be depend on the topic you have carried out, and what type of local people or what type of respondents you will face. That is very important. So questions that put too great or strain on the memory of intellect of the respondent, it should be avoided. Just see here, if a question is putting a great strain to the memory of that respondent, then it should be avoided. The question of a personal character should not be asked. Question related to personal wealth should not be asked. So these things kept in mind before formulate your questionnaire. Okay. So some essentials of a good questionnaire: it should be comparatively short and simple. The size of the questionnaire should be kept to a minimum. Questions should proceed logically. This is very important. Should proceed logically. Moving from easy to more complex, which is just I am. I gave an example of my in my case in Bhavatam Research Center. They putting the question from easy to complex, not directly the complex question. It is from easy to question because they wish to know the depth of my knowledge, how far I can bear their question, I can answer their question. Personal and intimate questions should be left to the end. The technical term and vogue expression capable of bringing different interpretations should be avoided in the questionnaire. Questions may be dichotomous, multiple choice, or open ended. So these things are there. Then schedule method. Schedule method means for a particular period or time. You
सर एक्सक्यूज मी सर
yes.
सर जो क्वेश्चनियर मेथड में एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज आएगा क्या?
A questionnaire advantages and disadvantages. It is here. Here. Even if it is done in large and widely way, the cost is very less. The respondents answer in their own word, free from the interviewer's bias. Because if you are asking some question to the interviewer, they will give the answer in their own words, in their local language. The respondents can be reached conveniently, though they are not easily approachable. The respondents have enough time to well thought out answer. Respondents who are not easily approachable can also be reached conveniently. Large samples can be made use of, and thus the result can be more dependable. That means these are all the advantages, and these are
Advantages.
the low disadvantages. Everything is written. Just go through. These are very simple things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So next we have the schedule method. In this method, it is just beat a little difference from the questionnaire segment, which lies in the fact that schedule are being filled by the enumerator who are specially appointed for the purpose. In certain situation, schedules may be handed over to respondents, and enumerator may help them record their answer to various questions in the said schedule. So this is just a third person is there, which is known as the enumerator, who is helping us to record the answer which are given by the respondents against the question we have asked. So enumerator explains the aim and objective of the investigation and removes the difficulties that any respondent may feel in the understanding the implication of a question. The method requires the selection of enumerator for filling of schedules. The enumerator should be trained to perform their job well, and the nature of and scope of the investigation should be explained to them thoroughly so that they may well understand the implication of different questions put in the schedule. And the enumerator should be honest, sincere, hardworking, and should have patience and perseverance. So this method of data collection is very useful in extensive inquiries. If you have a large dimension of inquiry, then you should appoint one assistant who is assist you for inquiry, and he should be honest, he should be sincere, hardworking, and he should have patience and perseverance. And he also can lead to fairly reliable result. It is however costly because you have to pay something, and it is usually adopted in investigation conducted by government agencies or by some big organizations. Population census all over the world is conducted through this method because to carry out the population census, it is not a single man assignment. So we should need the assistance or help of some people who are play the role of the enumerator, and they record the data as answers given by the respondents. Other methods that are warranty card, distributors given the warranty card for data collection. They are these cards are postal size card which the dealers of consumer durable use to collect information regarding their product. Just you go to Tonics, you go to Titan showroom, you go to Apollo pharmacy, they will register your name, your mobile number, and they will give you a card, Apollo card, Titan card, Tonics card. Then all your data are recorded there, and if you have purchased anything in future, then some points are given, and against that point you will get some discount. These things are there. So warranty cards is one of the method of collecting data. Then the pantry audit technique, audit is there in every organization, in mainly in government or your private sector unit, PSU. The audit is carried out every year, and it is the audit is done by the government officials or your chartered accountants. Okay. And in pantry audit technique, it is used to estimate the consumption of the basket of goods at the consumer level. This is type of audit. The investigator collect an inventory of types, quantities, and prices of the commodities consumed. So this is overall the audit. Then use of mechanical devices like our camera, galvanometer. Then we have motion picture camera, audio camera. So these are all mechanical tools which are used to collect data from various sources. Then we have depth interview is there, where it is designed to discover underlying motives and desires, and are often used in motivational research. Then content analysis we have there. Then experimentation or experimental research. As we know, in experimentation or experimental research, some chemical reactions are there, or these are generally the application of chemistry, where experiments are done, and with the help of classical as well as analytical or advanced tools. So in experimental research, we have some variables and experimental controls are there. The variable may be dependent variable or independent variable or intervening variable. So dependent variables means these are the variables which are directly affect the result of our topic of research. Independent variable means these datas or these variables are not affecting or any adverse effect on our research. Intervening variable, these are intervening means these are these are the disturbing variables which which uh, which just violate our research work. Then moderator variable, these are the moderator variable play as a catalyst in the project work, and they made a relationship between independent and dependent variable. The typical moderator variable include subject of sex, age, culture, and language proficiency. Control variable, the variables which can be controlled, these are in a single study, therefore the variable not measured in a particular study must be held constant. These are neutralized and balanced, or this can be eliminated, and these have not have a biasing effect. Very important, these have not a biasing effect because these are control variables. Extraneous variable, these factors in the research environment that may affect the dependent variable, but are not controlled, and these are very dangerous, and this may damage the validity of our study, making it impossible to know whether the effect were caused by the independent or moderator variable or some extraneous factor. Then focus of on group discussion. As we know, this group discussion is now a common screening step for selection of candidate in civil service. This group discussion, they will put a topic before you and they segregate you into groups. One group you will depend the topic and one group will be the against the topic. They will debate. There will be a big debate that whether one nation one population should be there or not. This is a debate. So one group will give they give their debate against the topic and one group with support of that topic. Then the advantages and disadvantages. Then preparatory rural appraisal. The rural appraisal, it is a 5-year plan. Okay, according to the 12th amendment, I think it is 5-year plan, and it is in the village. We have the overall appraisal, like the confidential report, which is now converted to the performance appraisal report by the government. It is submitted by the government employees every year. In that way, the preparatory rural appraisal report is a 5-year plan report, which is which is an effective primary data collection method. So, so students, let's have a 2-3 minutes break. I will just come after 2 or 3 minutes. So till then, keep patience.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, students. So, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So then the primary sources of preparatory rural appraisal, according to the Narayana Swamy 2009 report, it includes rural development, tourism, survey work, participatory action reflection research, agro ecosystem analysis, applied anthropology, informal survey, rapid rural appraisal. So just try to memorize these few segments of your primary sources of PRA. Then we have collection of secondary data. As we know, the secondary data is collected from the historical or the data which are already published in different journals, different research articles, different book chapters, different books, different notifications of the government, and different list of data from any authorized agencies like SPCB, CPCB, WHO, NFCB, etc. So the published data are from various publications, central, state, and local, various publication from foreign government, book, magazine, newspaper, reports and publication of various associations connected with business and industry, bank or stock exchange. So bank, stock exchange, these are mainly for the commerce students or MBA students. Reports prepared by research scholar, universities, economists, or different fields, public record and statistics, historical document, and other things which are already published or already it is recorded. These are the secondary data. The reliability of data, it includes who collected the data, what were the sources of data, were they collected by using proper methods, at what time were they collected, was there any bias in the compiler, and what level of accuracy was desired, was it achieved. So these questions should be given or should be asked by the scholar or the researcher before accepting a secondary data from any source. Then we have the unit 3, which is unit 5, which is related to data management. So data management, it is the frequency distribution is there. The frequency distribution, it may be discrete, continuous, relative, or cumulative. Discrete means it is discrete. The discrete frequency distribution means the frequency is not symmetrical.
Yes, not continuous.
uh, the continuous means it is the same data you are collecting and the frequency is good. The relative frequency distribution means you are comparing your data with the standard data that is available in the notification or in the like your World Health Organization, Central Pollution Control Board. So the standard data are kept in record by these institutions. The cumulative frequency distribution, these are the summation or the overall total of the frequency of data that is distributed or it is collected. Then tabulation of data, it is very much clear the data are recorded as a table, and if you go for a tabulation of data, then the comparison becomes very easy. Okay, so you just put your in one column, you just put the collected data, primary collected data. In the second column you just put the standard data, and one by one you can just, what is this is known as, this is the comparison. Just see, one of my student, Vibhuti, yes, Vibhuti, he did this project, and his project was assessment of water quality of Kathajodi river in Cuttack. So the water quality of Kathajodi river, and in this project he just put the data in tabulation form. Sorry, it is not here. project report. Yes, just see here. In this table, he collected sample 1 from the upstream at Noraj area with longitude this and latitude this, and what is the justification the site selected. He just make all the data in a tabulation format which is clearly understandable, and it is very much specific. Okay, so this is one table, and another table is there, I think. Here it is the methodology, and these are the parameters he had analyzed. That is temperature, TDS, conductivity, turbidity. These are the physical parameters. Under chemical, he did pH, dissolved oxygen, biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, hardness, chloride, alkalinity, sulfate, phosphate, fluoride, nitrate, nitrite, ammonical nitrogen as nitrogen, so sodium, then this is nitrogen, potassium, boron. All these estimation he did, and he also got a good mark in his project work in MSc environmental program. Then just see here, this is the data. Yes, this is the thing. Just see here, he did his research from June 2022 to May 2023. That means for 1 year period. As he's an employee of State Pollution Control Board, so that's why he did not face any difficulty for characterization of his water sample from different location of Kathajodi river. And here, just see here, in June 2022, he collected a sample. He collected a sample at sewage treatment plant CDA Cuttack in June 2022 to 2023, which is discharged at Petanala CDA area, and the variation in pH, variation is total solid, variation in BOD, COD. This is your TCFC, phosphate, nitrate. All these things are there, and this is another area, that is ABIT college, and these data are demonstrated or written here in the report as a tabulation format. And if you are writing your data in this format, what will happen? Everything is clear, everything is understandable, and the comparison becomes easy. That is very important, the comparison becomes easy. Just I put another table here. Wait, just here, just see. uh Yes, these are the readings, these are the data he has collected at a different location of Kathajodi river. And the last table, these are the data he collected. And in the last part, he just, yes, yes, yes. Just see here, a range of saprobic score, 7 and more. The water quality is clean, and this water belongs to class A. If we put a indicator, it gives blue color. And these are the biological water quality with respect to the range of diversity. It is already notified. Then then in our survey, we find that in December, January, and April, the quality of water is C grade. That means it is not drinkable, it is not at all consumable. And this is our finding. And after that, some graphs are already, it is also formulated here, and he put his project report, and he also got a very good score in the project work paper. Okay, so this is the advantages of tabulation of data. Then diagrammatic presentation of data. This is the diagrammatic presentation. This one. So by any bar diagram or any graphical demonstration or any pie chart, you will compare the different datas very clearly, and accordingly you made your conclusion very easily. Now these are some diagrams. Then we have the bar diagram, pie chart, then pictogram are there, then statistical maps or cartograms are there, then graphical presentation of statistical data. It includes histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, cumulative frequency curves, and after that the last part will, we have the last part. Just rapidly I just mm, uh, scrolling these things. The objective of the tabulation: to save space, to simplify complex data, to make available essential features of data, to facilitate mutual comparison and statistical analysis of data. Components of table number, heading. Just go through these things. These are very simple things. Okay, the type of table, it should be, it may be simple table or complex table. Simple table means it should be one to one table. Complex means it should have some sub columns. That means this one column is now divided into two columns. So these are the complex data we have. Then diagrammatic representation, we have the it is easy to understand, it looks attractive, it is greater memorizing effect, easy comparison of data as already stated. The different diagrams are bar diagram. The bar diagram may be simple bar, multiple bar, or subdivided bar diagram. Then pie chart, we already we have the pie chart demonstration. Then pictogram, the pictogram is let's see here. This is the pictogram.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
So
pie
these
chart
things are
ଆଉ ଯୋଉ ବାର ଗ୍ରାଫ ଏଗୁଡାକ ସବୁ କେମିତି ଆସିବ? ଡାଟା ଦିଆ ହେଇଥିବ, ବନେଇବା ପାଇଁ କହିବ କି କୋଶ୍ଚେନରେ?
ହଁ ସବୁ ଆପଣ ବନେଇବେ। ଏଠି ଆପଣ ଭେରି ଇଜିଲି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟିଏ କରିକି ଦେଖେଇ ଦଉଛି। ମନେକର ମୁଁ ଯିବି ଏଇ ସବୁ ଏକ୍ସେଲ ରେ ତିଆରି କରିବେ, ଭେରି ଇଜି। ଓକେ, ଆପଣ ମାଇକ୍ରୋସଫ୍ଟ ଏକ୍ସେଲ କୁ ଖୋଲିଲେ, ମନେକର ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଲି ମୋର ଏନି ମୋର କଣ ଅଛି, ଗୋଟେ ଟେବୁଲ ମୁଁ ତିଆରି କରିବି। ମନେକର ମୁଁ ଦେଲି ଏ, ଯାହାର ରିଡିଙ୍ଗ ହଉଛି 10, 20, 30, 40। ମନେକର ଟେବୁଲ ବି, ଯାହାର ହଉଛି 4, 8, 12, 16। ଟେବୁଲ ସି, ଯାହାର କଲମ ହଉଛି 2, 4, 6, 8। ଓକେ, ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା, ଏଇ ସବୁ ଡାଟା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ ଡ୍ର କରିବା, ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଇନସର୍ଟ କୁ ଯିବା। ଓକେ, ଇନସର୍ଟ କୁ ଯାଇକି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କଣ କରୁଛି ମୁଁ, এটি বর্তমানে আছে কলম। ওকে, এটা হচ্ছে কলে বার ডায়াগ্রাম, এটি লাইন ডায়াগ্রাম, এটি ସବୁ ଅଛି। এটি মনে করো ମୁଁ ବାରଟା ଚୁଜ୍ କଲି, এটা ଅପଡେଟେଡ ୱିଣ୍ଡୋଜଟା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହେଉଛି। ହଉ, ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ଡାଟା ରେଞ୍ଜ। ଡାଟା ରେଞ୍ଜ ମାନେ ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି ନା, ସରି ମୁଁ ଡାଟା ରେଞ୍ଜରେ ଭୁଲ ହେଲା, ମୁଁ ଏଠି এই ଚାରିଟା ଡାଟା ମୁଁ କରିଦେଲି। ଦେନ୍ ଲୋକେସନରେ ମୁଁ ଦେଇଦେବି ଏ, ସରି ଭୁଲ ହେଲା, ଏଇଠି ରହିଲା insert, yes this one, 2 dimension. Then right click, select data. Then we have this one, art, just see art, this one. Okay, so next edit, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Just see here. The first A is blue color, 10, 20, 30, 40. Just here, see here, this is 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40, and A is for your blue color. A. B 4, 8, 12, 16. Just B 4, and the second one I am not selected. The 4, 8, 12, 16. So like this, by using Excel, you can prepare the bar or chart title or chart diagram very easily. Just go through that your YouTube and learn how to create a bar diagram or a pie chart. Okay, so these things are should be there to make your project report attractive and make your project report clear and understandable. So bar diagram is there. So these are the bar diagrams which is already demonstrated here like this. So bar diagram एमती आमे करिबा, then multiple bar diagram रहिबो depending on your data which are collected. Then subdivided bar diagram, it is subdivided habo gote diagram, again and again it is divided. Then we have pie chart. Pie chart कोन थिबो ना गोटे सर्कल थिबो सेतरे केते परसेंटेज रो कोन अछि से सब जिंस देखा जीवो सेतरे. It is pie chart. Then we have, this is maptography, I think. Yes, cartogram, or I think someone is unmuted. Who is that someone? Pushpa Priya, please mute. Pushpa Priya, please mute. Thank you. So this is the cartogram or map representation. Like some states are written here. What is their density per square kilometer? So these things are demonstrated by using the cartogram. Then graphical representation using histogram or frequency polygon, frequency curve or cumulative frequency curve. So histogram, this is the histogram we have where all the bars are connected. Then we have the histogram like this. विभिन्न प्रकार डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन अच्छी तुम टॉपिक को बेस करिकी जो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन टा तमे बेस्ट बोली भाबिबो आउ जेतोले whenever you are selecting one diagram for your data comparison or data demonstration, then you should have that knowledge of what is your best demonstration by using which method or which diagram. Okay, so all these are histograms. Then your cumulative frequency curve, this is the cumulative frequency curve. Then we have, in the last part we have, they're all examples. Geospatial tool, as we know, remote sensing is nowadays a advanced tool for data collection. Geographic information system, GIS. Global navigation satellite system, GNSS. In our mobile it is GPS, that is geo positioning system, GPS. Then geospatial technique, natural resource management, mapping and monitoring urban environment, terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem related studies, and climate related studies. And at the end we have geospatial data and their sources. So in this part we are just it involves the advanced technology for collection of data using artificial intelligence, using satellite system, using some information system, that is advanced information system. And you are you should remember the full form of these all these tags, that is GIS, GNSS, what is GPS, all these will come in your examination. Okay, so remote sensing is one of the process of acquiring information from a distance. or collection of data about an object from any distance. Remote means without coming into physical contact with the feature and sensing of Earth's surface through some instrument placed on aerial or satellite platform. That means from any distance, we are just acquiring some information about that place or about that object. So these are some literature review. So this is the remote sensing process where a scholar or a researcher is very much far away from his study area, and he or she just use the satellite, and the satellite sorry the sun ray coming from the sun rays coming from the sun is incident upon that object, and some sun rays are reflected or emitted, and these reflected rays are traced by the satellite, and these reflected rays are converted to electric signal, and this electric signal are then interpreted with some signals in the computer monitor, and accordingly your you will have the information about that object. So like this remote sensing process is done, and this is very important from your examination point of view. Okay, so there is source of energy, interaction of energy with the atmosphere. That means this is the source of energy. This is interaction with B, interaction energy with the earth surface, recording of the energy by the sensor. This is recording of the energy by the sensor, then after that it is the interpretation. The physical basis of remote sensing, just go through this thing. There are electromotive spectrum is there, where electromagnetic spectrum, where EMR, that is electromagnetic radiations from X-ray to microwave, these are known as EMR, that is electromagnetic radiations. The radiations which are associated with both electric and magnetic field, and they are perpendicular to each other, these fields, and these radiations can travel through vacuum, and the radiations like X-ray, gamma ray, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwave, radio wave, these are all electromagnetic radiations. And this sequence, that is gamma ray, X-ray, UV, visible, IR, and this is known as the electromagnetic spectrum. So by using this spectrum, the remote sensing mechanism is carried out. Okay, so just see here, the gamma ray having the shorter wavelength and the radio wave having the longer wavelength. Okay, so this UV ray is used in the UV spectrophotometer. IR is used in the IR spectrophotometer. This this radio wave, this is used in NMR, that is nuclear magnetic resonance spectrometer. That is your MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, which is carried out in pathology. So this is known as the electromagnetic spectrum from gamma ray to radio wave. Okay, and in between we have the ultraviolet and visible range, that is from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, and it consists of very famous, that is Vibgyor spectrum. Then this is the wavelength they have associated: UV having 380, and visible having 500 nanometer, and so on. So microwave having the highest nanometer, that is 15 to 30 centimeter. So these are some EMR, that is electromagnetic resonance or electromagnetic radiation, which are emitted or absorbed by the substance, and they uh, figure out the result like this. So type of remote sensing, we have platform, we have energy source, basic classification, and we have imaging media, region of the EMS used, number and continuity of band used. So these are some classification. This is typology and description. I will not go through these things. Just try to understand these things. These are very much fundamental things. Okay. So on the platform we have ground based. The ground based include mobile van mounted sensor. Airborne, this may be kite, balloon, pigeon or aircraft. Space, this may be satellite. So like this, we have different examples of different. We have different classification of remote sensing. Okay. Some advantages and disadvantages. It provides a synoptic view. It can acquire data of inaccessible areas where we have no access. We can use the satellite or application to collect the data. It is cost effective means of the data collection, and these are some advantages. And the geo information system integrates hardware, software and data for capturing, managing, analyzing and displaying all form of geographically reference information. GIS has been defined based on its different aspects, the tools, the organization and the spatial database. The GIS is an advanced technology which is used to visualize, understand, question and interpret the data in ways that reveal relationship, pattern and trend in the form of maps, report and chart. So these are the GIS data we have like this. So the data in a GIS system, the data may be communicated via software or hardware. If it is hardware from with the help of some method to the people, or if it is software mode, then directly to the people. So a computer is used for this purpose. Then we have geo navigation satellite system, which is used by the Air Force, Indian Air Force geo navigation satellite system. It classifies that is the location, navigation, tracking and mapping. Location means it determines the basic position. Navigation, how it is navigated, that is moving or it is changes position from one location to another. Tracking means monitoring of the movement of people, animal and goods. Mapping means creating a map of an area. So these things are there. Just these are some satellites which are there surrounding in our to our mother earth in the space. Okay, so in space we have the space station is also there, which control all these satellites. Then Gagan, one is there which is known as Gagan, to provide a navigation on system for all phases of flight over the Indian space and in the adjoining area. So Gagan is a navigation system which
ଏଥିରୁ
control the.
question କେମିତି ଆସିବ short note type ର କି?
ଏଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆସିବ ସର୍ଟ ନୋଟ୍ ଟାଇପ୍ର ଆସିବ 10 ମାର୍କସର ମେ ବି ପଚାରିଥିବ write short note on GIS, GPS, GNSS, etc. Okay, and what are
ଆଚ୍ଛା
the
ଆଚ୍ଛା ତାହେଲେ ୟା
advantages, disadvantages ଏସବୁ ମନେ ରଖିବେ।
ଏଇଥିରୁ notes ବନେଇବା ପାଇଁ ପଡିବ। ଆଚ୍ଛା
ହଁ ନୋଟ୍ ବନେଇ
okay
ପାରିବେ।
ତ ବହୁତ ସାରା ଦେଇଛି।
So do not try to remember anything, just try to understand these
Sir,
things are
excuse me.
overly there. Yes,
Sir, what is the full form of Gagan?
I also don't know. Wait, just type search.
Gagan space satellite.
I think so. Gagan means GPS aided geo augmented navigation. Okay, is a regional satellite based augmentation system which is used to control the traffic of aircrafts or aeroplanes in the space area by the Indian satellite system. So this is your Gagan.
Sir, once again the full form.
Yes, this is here written GPS aided geo augmented navigation. My screen is visible to you or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is clearly written here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So students, so this is for today's class, and this class is all about how data is collected, how different methods of collecting data, and how advanced methods like GPS, GIS, remote sensing, GNSS systems are used to collect the data where there is no accessibility. And the main point is the collection of data depends on your topic, your study area, your objective, and how far you are gone through your literature review. If your literature review is strong, your research planning is well concrete, then you will easily collect your data and then interpret the same. So this is for today's class, and in the next class, we will have just I put block 3. This is about, I think, mathematical or statistical, I think. Yes, statistical analysis. There the mathematical formulations, error, accuracy, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance. What are the different mathematical aspect of data analysis and how they can be interpreted? All these things will be discussed in the third class, and your third class is on, when it is on,
Second,
it is on 1st of April. That
sorry,
means
last.
it is on Tuesday. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
next class is on Tuesday. So till now, till then, you just go through block 1 and block 2. Any problem you face or anything you are not able to understand, ask me on that day. And on the last day, I will go for the how to write a project report. I think this is the last part, scientific report. So in the last class, I will show you how a project synopsis or project proposal is written, how we are planning to write a project report, what are the systematic things are there, what is the sequence, everything we will cover up in that class. Okay. So
Yes,
is
sir.
there any question for on today's class, or else we will wind up the session?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Sir, will you please provide some notes and some question answers example?
I will provide some question answer, but no notes are there. You just go through your PDF, and in your examination, as you will face 5 long questions carrying 20 mark each. That
Yes,
means
sir.
you are bound to write minimum 3 pages for a particular question.
Yes, yes, sir.
So
Okay.
10 marks, 10 question, no? That is the
Oh,
pattern.
sorry, sorry. In your assignment, this is 20 into 5, na?
Acha, acha,
Yes, yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Assignment.
In your assignment, it is 20 into 5, but
But in
Yes,
in
sir.
exam,
the
Yes, sir.
examination, it is 10 into 10.
10 into 10. And sir,
Yes.
sometimes some bit questions are there. For example, in question number 1, A and B, short notes.
I like
Huh.
that.
So just remember, your answer script is carrying 26 pages. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Answer sheet is carrying 26 pages. So front
Mm-hmm.
page and second page is not allowed. So you have 24 pages.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So out of 24 pages, you will write 10 questions. That means one question is having 2.4 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So that means 2.4 means if it is short note, then your writing should be 1.2 page per each short note.
Yes,
So
sir.
accordingly you manage, because no additional paper will be supplied to you. So that
Yes.
means if you are writing your answer, just see here, I am just ମୁଁ ଏଇଠି ତମକୁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖେଇ ଦଉଛି, ଏଇଠି ଦେଖ, ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ ମନେ କର ମନେକର ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ମୋର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଡିଛି ଯେ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ଅଫ ଟ୍ୟାବୁଲେସନ ଲେଟ୍ ଅସ୍ ପଡିଛି। ମୁଁ ଯଦି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ଅଫ ଟ୍ୟାବୁଲେସନ ରେ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଲେଖିବା ପାଇଁ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରିବି ମୋର ସ୍ପେସ୍ ହବନି ମୋର ଆନ୍ସର ସିଟ୍ ରେ। ମୁଁ ସେଠି କଣ କରିବି ନା ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ଟ୍ୟାବୁଲେସନ ଆନ୍ସର ଲେଖିବି ନମ୍ବର 1 to save space, number 2 to simplify complex data, number 3 to make available essential feature of data, number 4 to facilitate mutual comparison of data, etc., etc. So don't try to explain one by one these things, because the examiner who is examining your answer script, he has that knowledge. Okay,
Mhm.
so only write the your answer. Don't write these explanations. It is not needed because your space is very limited.
Okay, sir.
It is not at all
Sir,
needed. It do save space. It indicates everything that to minimize the spacing or to save the space, the tabulation format is recommended, or tabulation format has the advantages. It is clear. Okay. So
sir,
ah
sir, one page is there for rough purpose.
no rough
Can
purpose is
we?
there. It is on you to use that as rough or use that as fair.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
I
sir.
always recommend
Oh,
my
oh.
students. I always recommend my student to do the rough work with pencil. If your space is not enough to write the last question, just erase the pencil writings in the rough and write the your with your pen.
Yes, sir. My way of asking is that I meant.
That is the best way, because no
Yes,
additional
sir.
space
Yes,
are
sir.
there.
Yes, sir. And I
Just
have used it in second semester.
ହଁ ସୋ ଜଷ୍ଟ ପେନସିଲ ଗୋଟେ ନବ, ରଫ୍ କାମ କରିବ, ଲିଭେଇ ଦବ, ସେଠି ପୁଣି ଲେଖିଦବ, ସରିଲା କଥା।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is the best way.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so anyone, actually I have attended a meeting, and that meeting is up to 5:45. Then I rush to my home. Then I am attending your class. It is about, I think, 8:30.
No, 8:10.
No, sir. 8:10.
8:10, 8:10. So from morning 7 o'clock to 8:10, I am busy, 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 and busy. So I think the questions are over. Anything from Nirakar Jena? Nirakar Jena, you are new to this class, I think. Are you here? Okay, okay.
yesterday, sir. Sir.
ନିରାକାର ଜେନା, ତମେ ଗତକାଲିର କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିନ?
Sir, last was sir.
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଆସିଲ। ଓକେ, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି। ତମ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ ଟା କୁହ, ଆଉ ବିଏସସି ରେ କଣ ଅନର୍ସ ଥିଲା କହିବ।
बेसिक मोर बटनी ऑनर्स क्लास सर।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ତମ
बटनी ऑनर्स
ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ।
क्लास हम घर केंद्रापड़ा केंद्रापड़ा
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ହଉ, ଓକେ, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, ହଉ। So if anyone having any question, else we wind up the class.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
thank you.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, namaskar. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
नमस्कार।